Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. Well, last night I thought that I was pretty much done this review on the profit machine, and I was really wrong. I had to review another training that they had, and then it led me to more research, and then I had to completely redo my video because I found out a ton more things that made me realize that this program is even worse than I had initially thought it was. It is a total pyramid scheme, plain and simple. The training is non-existent, so it allows them to deceive you, and the traffic source is totally suspicious in so many ways, and I'll be telling you about it. This program is just horrible. So speaking of videos I just had to remake, please keep in mind that this video is an independent opinion and review. I am not selling this product, nor am I using this video to promote my own product. There will be no affiliate marketing here on this review, although I am an experienced affiliate marketer. And so that way I am bringing you my own unbiased opinions. Having said that, if you find this information to be at all useful, if I've been able to save you any money, if I've helped you out at all, maybe you consider buying me a cup of coffee. The donation link is at the top of the comments and in the description. And there's a super thanks button below this window as well. Thank you. So first of all, let's have a quick look at an overview of this program. And then I can tell you where it's going off the rails. So it's made by Jonathan Montoya with Thomas Garrett's, and it came out about 2 months ago, give or take. So here you can see the prices. First of all, it's $1 for the 7-day trial, which is all I bought. You guys owe me $1, by the way. And then it's $37 a month after that. There is a one-time upsell for the personal traffic vendors and copy and paste templates. I guess most people do buy that. And then the profit machine lifetime access. So instead of paying the $37 a month, you pay $147. So in this first step of training, it's 2 minutes worth of training. And really all it's saying is welcome to the program. And then click on that step 1 get started button. And you join the private Facebook group to access the free resources and live support. It's not much in the way of free resources, but there is some there, and that's all there is to this step. Then you go on to step 2. Now, step 2 is the upsell to supercharge the system, which is another $247. Now, I'm going to come back to this because I want to give you an idea of what exactly is offered on the front end, because this is so very important. So we'll go to step 3 now. Donk. Now notice that again, this training is only 6 minutes long, and really all that you're doing when you click on this right button, as it says, sign up here to start earning with the profit machine today, 100% free. So you sign up for their affiliate program, and it's very easy to do, just a few fields to fill out and such like that, and then you get taken to the dashboard. And here's what the dashboard looks like. It's quite simple, and you can see everything here with different tabs for your referrals and everything else there. So this training here, this 6 minutes, basically tells you just here's how you fill out the form to get your affiliate link, which is mind-numbingly easy, but they take you through each field at a time. And then they take you through the dashboard and show you everything around there. And that takes up 6 minutes. And that's it. That's it for step 3 training. Now we only have one more step left. Now here in step 4, this is the truly scary part. This step, he just basically says, you're going to be doing this by solo ads. Press on the red button below so that you can get your solo ads. Here's how you do it, and that is it. They don't even adequately explain what a solo ad is, what it's for, or anything like that. And this is where I'm saying that it gets ridiculously too simple. They're going to say that it's to keep it simple, simple, simple for the beginner, but it also means that the beginner doesn't have full information to make the proper choices. So just pretend for a minute that you're one of the people that just bought this program and you are completely new to making money online, affiliate marketing, anything like that. You have no knowledge whatsoever. Yeah, and you haven't been following me. So you come into this and you see these 4 steps. Okay. Oh God. And I was inside their Facebook group, and I'll tell you, the people in there are like, okay, I'm here now. What do I do? It's like, well, and you saw how difficult this was. You got step 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. There you go. It's not difficult. Oh dear God. So we're talking about raw beginners here. The only traffic source that they are sending the people through to are solo ads. These people don't have any other choice because they are not receiving any more training than I just showed you. So they don't have a clue. They don't even hardly know what a solo ad is, except for when they very briefly zip through it in step 4 there. Actually, let me show you just how little they are told here.
So this is where we're going to be getting traffic, and all you want to do is you want to look at either the blue or the yellow button. And the difference between this is the MyDme solo traffic, which is solo ads. You're basically buying clicks from a traffic vendor. So it's just like buying ads from Google or YouTube or Facebook, just a little different. And the blue ones, the MyDme ones, are the lower cost ones. And then the yellow ones are the higher cost, higher quality ones, but it's a subscription.
Now, so that you can understand what this is all about, and just think about how much they told you about what a solo ad is. And if you already know what one is, just think about how simple that explanation was, how overly simple it is. Now I'm going to tell you now what solo ads are. Okay, so you know that these big marketers, we'll just say Jonathan Montoya for an example, he's got a huge email list, right? He's got tons and tons of people's email addresses. So when he has something to promote, he sends it to his entire email list. And all marketers are the same way. My email list is pathetic, but it's okay. I never use it. I'm not a marketer that way anyways. So they're sending these emails out in the hopes that people will buy this stuff. And all marketers have pretty big email lists. Well, the big marketers like Jonathan Montoya, Philip Johansson and Crowd, and, a lot of them. And that's the point. There is a saying in the affiliate marketing world, the money is in the list, right? Because the bigger your list is, the more people you're spraying these emails out to that might buy from you. They might not buy first time, but if they start getting used to your emails coming in, and if you haven't been an obnoxious twit, then they might buy from you. So you want to keep growing that list of people that you've got, because people will stop using an email address or whatever, or they don't stop buying. So you need to keep adding new emails. So the way that they do that is they go to solo ad vendors. If I told you that marketers have huge email lists, well, solo ad vendors have Goliath email lists, okay? Huge, 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 huge. And so what happens is you go to one of these solo ad vendors, you pay them a certain amount of money, and they send out a certain amount of email advertising, basically. So what happens is you are buying clicks. So what the solo ad, say I buy 500 clicks, okay? The solo ad vendor, then I give him the email I want him to send out to these people, and my link, okay? That link that goes to my opt-in page, or the squeeze page, or whatever that I want them to see next once they click on that link in the email that they're about to get. Also, pretty much all vendors will have their own email swipes. And an email swipe is the email, the format email. And I mean, there's all kinds of them, because people don't want to be getting the same email saying the same stuff, about different offers. You want to mix it up a bit, right? So you either send them the emails, or they will provide it for you, and then they will start sending it out to their list, and sending it out and sending it out. Now, what happens is as soon as somebody clicks on your link, then they will end up in your opt-in page. Now, at that point, the system gets triggered to say that person just clicked on that link, okay? So that is a click. Now, at that point, you have not yet collected their email address. So the system doesn't even know who that is. They just know that somebody clicked on it, okay? Now, if they put their email address into the opt-in form, then that email address gets sent to your autoresponder, okay? And then Buddy gets sent to the offer. So that is what you really want, is that email address, right? Because say he doesn't buy right away. I mean, I've done that before, is checked out the sales page or checked out the video, whatever, and then you just don't buy right away, right? So what you need to do as a marketer is you need to have your autoresponder set up so then it starts sending out a follow-up email sequence so that, maybe after maybe he doesn't do anything right away, but after your first or second or third or fourth or fifth email, he might, right? And in the follow-up, it's so crucial to do that because it's in the follow-up that you get a lot of your money, right? So that's how these clicks and your autoresponder and everything all works together. So, solo ads. How much do they cost? Aha! Well, that depends on the quality of the solo ad. And there's two main things that there are other things, but two main things that control the quality and therefore the cost is, first of all, geographical region. The very highest clicks are from US only. Those are the most expensive clicks because they're very highly targeted to people in the US. Then there are tier 1 countries. Tier 1 countries are US, UK, Canada, Australia, usually Singapore, and then there's a couple others that may or may not be in there, like Ireland, and different ones. But it's mainly those. Then you've got tier 2, which is kind of everyone else except for tier 3. And tier 3 are going to be the countries and geographical areas that don't have a lot of money. So we're talking most all of Africa, India, and those would be your very lowest cost of clicks. If you are just going for all geographical areas, then, they're kind of middle of the road costing clicks. Or you can get tier 2, and, again, that's kind of middle of the road. Tier 1 is best, United States even better, but they're really expensive. The other thing that adds to the cost of clicks that you need to think of is the targeting. So if, say, the people that are on this email list, what have they purchased before? How did they get onto that email list? What kind of offer were they clicking on? Were they clicking on their favorite diet site? Were they clicking on their favorite MMO, Make Money Online? Were they clicking on a fitness thing? You want to know which area they're from. It's usually, romance and dating, and then, fitness and health, and then Make Money Online. So you don't want your Make Money Online offers going to someone that's into dating or fitness and health because they're just not going to do so well over there, right? So you want to get a solo ad vendor that is targeted to those in the Make Money Online niche. However, as I say, again, those are going to cost more than the non-targeted ones, okay? Now, if you're going for low-level clicks, so say tier 2 and 3 plus non-targeted, you can usually get them for around 30 cents or so per click. If you are going for tier 2 more targeted, like Make Money Online, then you're going to start looking at 50 cents a click. 70 cents a click will be at least all tier 1 and targeted, okay? But then there's even more to the targeting because there's, highly targeted in that they can be they're specifically into businesses, home-based businesses, or they're brand new, like within the last 30 days, or. And if you get highly targeted, they can go up to $1.10, $1.20, up into that realm, which is crazy high that, most people can't afford, especially if you're looking at 1,000 clicks. That can get freaking expensive, right? So if you're only paying 50 cents a click, well, it's a lot cheaper, but then again, you won't have the opt-in rate, right? Not as many people are going to actually give you their email address. So here they have 2 levels of solo traffic. MyDimmy, that's just a takeoff on Udemy. If you know the solo ad space at all, Udemy has a crazy ton of solo ad vendors, and they're probably one of the safest, best places to buy solo ads, safest anyways. So anyways, this is not MyDimmy. This is Glenn Fedoric. I'll get into that. But anyways, those are lower quality, 50 cent a click, and you just choose how many clicks you want to buy. So as you can see here, 100 clicks, $50. That's your smallest package, okay? That is your smallest package. And then it goes all the way up to $2,500 for 5,000 clicks. So as you can see, that's 50 cents a click. Then you go to these ones here, the high quality buyer clicks. These ones are a subscription. You are then buying, hold on. You're buying these every week. Okay, oop, there we go. So the least number is the bottom one, which is you're paying $243 per week for 350 clicks. That's 70 cents a click. And just imagine spending $243 a week on this. Hello? On a front-end product that's like only $37 a month? Now, they go through how this is so worth it because if a person's in there for a year, you're going to make that back easy, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, what if they only pay the $1? And apparently their average is quite a lot higher than that. But still, I'm going to show you why it's not very much at all. Anyways, we're just looking at costs right here. So it's anywhere from $243 a week up to $19.50 a week. I mean, that's crazy. Here's the kicker, though. Remember this upsell I didn't tell you about? Among other things, this $247 upsell, quote unquote, allows you, they will then set up an autoresponder for you and hook it to the funnel. And that way you can collect the emails. Oh my God. On the front end, you are not collecting those emails. Guess who is? Jonathan Montoya. So when the solo ads vendor sprays those emails out, if you get any hits on that first run of emails, okay, that's your sales. But you're never going to be able to send a follow-up sequence. But guess who will be? Yes, Jonathan Montoya. Now think about your own ways, how you deal with emails from marketers and stuff. Do you always click on the first time you ever see a product? Or maybe does it sit in your mailbox for a bit, and if they send you a second or a third reminder, then yeah, okay, then you might, click on it. Okay, well, what just happened there? Say I was the one that was buying that traffic, okay? I send it out, someone doesn't click, and then Jonathan Montoya starts sending them the follow-up sequence. Who's going to get that sale? Who's going to get the vast majority of those sales? Don't think that this was not planned, or that Jonathan Montoya does not know this, and Thomas Garrett's. I almost didn't want to do these reviews at all, because they seem like such nice kids, eh? Oh, but now that I know this, I'm like starting to scratch my head going, do I know what I was talking about the other night with that last video on their other products? I think I am still happy with those, but damn, I'm going to be watching these guys now because it just keeps getting worse here, actually. So they're collecting all of these email addresses. As you saw from the steps that I showed you, nowhere does it mention an autoresponder. The only place, but there are hints of it. Just a sec, let me show you this. So notice right here under where you might buy the solo ads traffic it just says right here, lead drip leads directly into your autoresponder. Exactly. I mean, this vendor he isn't just selling to these people in the profit machine. He's also selling to all other marketers out there. And any marketer would know that you want these leads in your autoresponder. Like, duh. You get hardly anything off the first run. Yet, you could be spending a crap ton of money on these solo ads, and you are only getting the tip of the iceberg, and you're not building a list that you'll have forever. This is not how you build a sustainable business, people, because you're going to have to keep paying for these and paying for these. This is highway robbery. So Glenn Fedoric, the solo ads vendor, he knows you're supposed to be going to the autoresponder. I mean, here it's being reinforced that you are supposed to be having an autoresponder. This was also a selling point in the sales video.
So the secret to making this type of income comes down to one word: leverage. If you can understand the power of leverage and how it works, it will change your life forever. Let me explain. We have a combined contact list of emails of over 500,000 people. And if I wanted to print money right now, I would simply send an email to those contacts and money would go directly into my bank account. And that's because I'm leveraging the power of my contact list that I generated using this exact same system. Now,
this entire system is built around having a list. So basically, the entire sales video is a lie because it sets up these expectations that this is what you will be doing. And it's not unless you upgrade. Yet, they phrase that upgrade as an optional upgrade. It is not optional. Not to make this actually work. Yet, if you didn't know this, how much money would you piss away on solo ads before finding this out?
this system even allows you to earn passive income with multiple products. Again, we are leveraging the automated system to make money with more products without having to do additional work. Imagine getting a paycheck from 5, 10, or even 40 different companies every single month. That's exactly what we have been able to do using the power.
Yeah, that's not going to happen unless you buy the upsell. On the front end, the only thing that you can sell is the profit machine. That's it. That's all.
Now, how would you like to leverage our exact system that we are using to collect checks directly into our bank account? You will literally be able to use our exact same videos, websites, and email follow-up, meaning we do all the selling for you completely on autopilot. Now, that's not even the best part. This system even allows you to earn passive income with multiple products. And it's important to diversify your income by promoting different companies. And some of these companies will even send you extra rewards when you hit a certain income goal. So how would you like to clone this system and leverage our exact same automated business as your own? And you can start today for only $1.
Diversifying your income? Yeah, that's sure as heck not going to happen with this product, not without the upsell. I think it's so wrong to be promoting an entire system when you're only getting part of it. I mean, people are going to buy into this thing thinking, great, makes sense. At that, when you look into it, it does not make sense.
Now, here's my favorite part about the system. The profit machine helps you build a long-term sustainable business, aka your email list. Did you know that you can make between $1 to $2 a month for every subscriber on your list? Here's an example. To make $10,000 a month, you would need between 5,000 and 10,000 emails. All you need to do is build up your email list. The bigger the list, the bigger the commissions, period.
But you won't be getting that list. You're only spending your money driving traffic so that Jonathan Montoya gets a list. And look at how much he just said he's making every month off of this. Do you wonder how he's building that list? My God.
With the profit machine, you are naturally building your list. As proof, I want you to look at my list. I was able to build my list to over 400,000 contacts. And as you can see, I made over $385,000 in just 1 month. That's because of the email list.
Well, I guess we know now how he's building up his own list. And how much money he's making off of a list that other people paid for. That should be their list. Glenn Fedoruk. Who is this solo ad vendor? Ha ha ha. Well, let Thomas Garrett's tell you.
And this is Glenn Fedoruk's lead hero. And the cool thing about this is the new traffic vendor we're recommending, not just because Glenn's traffic is great, because it is, but also because he's in the group, he's answering questions, he's easily accessible, and it's super fast to sign up. And like I said, the traffic's great.
And you are never given another option other than to use solo ads as a traffic source and Glenn Fedoruk specifically. Yes, this is their friend, Glenn Fedoruk, from within the system. As soon as I really realized that, that's what ding, 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 started to go off in my head, because there's all kinds of people on Udemy that are great. But this is a guy that has been coming up through Jonathan Montoya's systems for years. And they've become friends with. Hello? What's wrong with this? And then I realized, because I checked out the checkout, that, oh my God, this product is on Warrior Plus. Solo ad vendors have their stuff on Udemy, and there's a reason why it's on Udemy, is because if they screw over someone, Udemy will kick them off their platform if they're found guilty enough times, and they'll force the guy to give it back. Like they have to pay a percentage to Udemy, and Udemy then provides coverage for the customer, right? You don't have that here. There are no checks and balances. Remember on this page that you are not given any other option for traffic, right? So if you're a new person, you wouldn't know to go look on Udemy or anywhere else. And if you're a new person, you really couldn't do that anyways, because you don't know anything about solo ad traffic. You don't know who to buy from or what to look for. Like, you'd be a lost sheep. So they're saying, and they're right, is that they're sending you here to give you somewhere to go. But I don't like it that they're sending them to their own buddy. Also, that it's on Warrior Plus. That made me think twice. And I realized something. I right-clicked on this big red button that takes you to Glenn Fedoruk's solo ad page, and it was a bit.ly link. Really. So here's the bit.ly address that came up. Now here's something that most people don't know about bit.ly addresses. Most people would just think, don't know the real address then. No. All you have to do is put a plus sign behind that address, and when you're putting it in the search bar in your browser, and then it takes you to bit.ly. There you go. That's the address. It's a Warrior Plus affiliate address. That means somebody is making money off that. How do I know that this is a Warrior Plus affiliate address? Here's mine. This is not for this. Not for this. I don't have, and I'm not an affiliate of lead, whatever this is called, Glenn Fedoruk's thing. No. This is one of mine off of a totally different program. But look at how it's set up. It follows the exact same pattern from here to here. You can back check. You can rewind and check if you want to, but it's exactly the same, just different letters and numbers. So, you want to know how much Jonathan Montoya is making off of these poor schmucks just on the sale of the solo ads? Solo ads that they have no choice but to buy if they follow the instructions in the system. The instructions that Jonathan and Thomas are giving to them and then profiting from. Here it is inside Warrior Plus, and you can see there, lead hero, build a massive email list, and get sales. The average sale for that is $248.39. That means that on average, everybody who's buying through that sales page is dumping down nearly $250 per person. So if you compare the price range on the right to the commission range, you'll see that you're getting about 10% commission on that Plus, there's that recurring plan, because that one, remember that one that you've got a subscription to for weekly payments? So this can really add up quite quickly because of those recurring payments, and people are going to be repeatedly buying these solo ads. How many people are in the profit machine? And he is funneling everybody to his own affiliate offer. He is using this supposed product to help you out. And he's making money off of it 18 different ways, from Sunday right to making the only traffic source his own affiliate offer and benefiting his friend, of course. How is this not fraud? Do tell. This is just horrifying.
So like, for example, if we clicked on the yellow ones here and you scroll down, or you could just say, yes, I want the traffic and discount, and it's right here. So these are the costs. The cheapest one you could get is 350 clicks per week for $243 per week. And that may seem expensive, and I understand that, especially when I was like working my job. That's pretty expensive in general, and it's totally okay if you can't afford this. This is the best option and the highest quality, and you can cancel it. Like, for example, if you just want to try it one time, it's super easy to pause your subscription and then re-enable it a month later or whatever you want to do. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you want to do that. Now, if you go to the My Demi ones, which is the blue button right here, this is the one I'm going to show you how to do, just because it's a little easier to purchase.
So that gives you an idea of the costs that people will have to be throwing at this on a weekly or monthly, at least, basis. It's not going to be cheap, and they most certainly do not tell you about this at the get-go. And yet, here is what you are advised in the training if things aren't working well for you and you're not making those sales.
Before I end this video, I just want to leave you with one very important piece of advice. And that advice is just be patient and don't give up, right? Because if you look back at me, right, like it may seem like, oh, he's so successful, or look at Jonathan, he's made all this money, right? But both of us struggled for months and years to even make a single dollar online. For example, it took me 6 months in the business I'm in right now to even make a single dollar. So even if you run these campaigns, right, and you don't get any sales, or you got to remember that the start of the profit machine is a $1 trial. So you may not make much money on the front end sometimes. Sometimes you may make a whole lot if people upgrade. But regardless, you got to remember that it's a long-term thing. So if you get 5 people who sign up for a $1 trial, yeah, that's not that much money up front. But after 7 days, they're going to be paying you recurring commissions. And there's multi-tiers. But if you give up after one try because it didn't work the way you wanted to and you didn't get rich overnight, you got to just understand that it doesn't always work like that. Trust me, there's going to be hardships. It's not going to be easy. But if you can even make any money faster than 6 months, remember, you're ahead of me. And if I had given up, I wouldn't be where I am today. And hopefully this works much easier than that. I truly believe it will. But if you give up after one failed attempt, you'll never know. Okay, so you got to persevere and you got to be willing to put in that work. All right, so hopefully this is set up in a way that makes it much easier on you. But either way, I hope you really put in the effort, because that's the most important part. And that's really it.
And now people in the group are having this problem. Quick question. I was trying to add my referral list to GetResponse, that's the autoresponder, and it was rejected. How can I fix that, or do I need to add them one by one? So obviously this person has paid for the upsell there, the 247. So here's the message from GetResponse. We have analyzed the email addresses you tried to add to your list on this date. We won't be able to, and it's 354 emails. Oh my God. We won't be able to add these contacts to your list. Our system detected that a significant part of your file is extremely similar to a list already uploaded to another GetResponse account. Oh my God. You're not supposed to be doing that. And so she's saying, like, what should I do? And then this person says, this means a large number of those names are already in their system in someone else's account, maybe in several accounts. Add them in smaller batches. Oh, you're not supposed to manually enter email addresses because then there's no proof that they actually opted in. Or else I could just be adding people's email addresses off of some purchased list, which is illegal. I also ask, why is everybody having the same lists? Oh, doy. It's because they're all going to the same vendor. Everybody is going to be spitting out the same emails to the same people, and that's why GetResponse puts the brakes on it. You're not supposed to be getting around it. You're supposed to be correcting your behavior. Oh, did I mention pyramid scheme? How much does the profit machine actually cost? Okay, so it does give the costs there, but I've pretty much outlined them. So on the regular, they call it, I've been calling it the front end. So on the regular, here's your commissions. You get 30% tier 1. Now, this is you. Okay, so however much you sell, you get 30% of it. Okay. And then 10% tier 2. So these are everybody you sell this to, any sales that they make, you get 10% of. Now they call this 40%, but it's not actually mathematically 40% at all. Now it's interesting because the upsell are these email swipes. Those are the emails that you would want to buy so that you can send them to the solo ads vendor to use to send out your affiliate link. However, if you don't have an autoresponder, which doesn't come up in the regular, what is the point of that $27 upsell? But it sounds great, right? And if you have any knowledge, then you're going, yeah, I would always need email swipes, you know. Oh, and recommended traffic vendors. Well, now they're only recommending Glenn Fedoric. So then if you get the supercharged, then what's the commission structure? Well, then your commission gets bumped up by 10%. You get 40%. And then for the people that you have sold to, you get 20%. And then the people that they have sold to, you get 10%. And they told 2 friends, and they told 2 friends. You know, this is a classic pyramid scheme because you have no product to sell. You are simply recruiting other people into this system because you're only getting the bare instructions to do what you are doing. There is no value here. This is a pyramid scheme. It's interesting, though, that Glenn Fedoric, he's not just selling on Warrior Plus, but he's also in Udemy. And if you look down to the 4th line under his picture, it shows that his price per click is 43 cents. Yet, over on Warrior Plus, his cheapest is 50 cents. And it's up to 70 cents on the high quality clicks. Yet, he's supposed to be given really high quality clicks here. Segmented nurtures buyers list. Why is what he's charging on Warrior Plus so much higher than here? I mean, if my buddy was sending me a crap ton of business because of a program he's running and he's funneling all of his business through me, I mean, wouldn't it make sense to like give them a good deal so that they'll keep coming to me? Unless, of course, you guys are just inflating the prices and having your students pay the inflated prices and not sending them through Udemy. Ew. Well, I don't know anything for sure at all. This is just where my brains are taking me. I'm just wondering who all are lining their pockets from this thing. Because if you look down further here, he gives, there's FAQs, right? and that he answers. Says, do I really need a lead capture page? And he says, in short, yes, you should always use one, as most sales are made on the back end using an email sequence. This is the best and most profitable way to email market. I will still run your campaign direct linking, but it is up to you to be realistic on your results, as most subs need to see an offer a few times before committing to purchase. So he knows this full well. And yet one of the reasons why Thomas Garretts was saying to use him is because he's in the group all the time and he's helping people out there, allegedly. And yet he should know then what the training is telling them or not telling them, and that quite a few are sending and whose autoresponder is getting these clicks. He must know. I can't believe he's not complicit. I could be wrong, but hey, I don't have any direct proof, but I'm looking at the preponderance of evidence here. I like under the second question of why should I buy off of you and not the next seller? It's because he really cares about you, of course. And I don't like watching clients spend their money without knowing what they're purchasing. That one is the most upsetting for me. Well, damn. Do you realize that these people are purchasing just for those first clicks, the ones that generally don't work, and that they aren't feeding it into their autoresponder? Not theirs anyways. It's going to somebody. It's going to Jonathan Montoya's autoresponder, which I'm assuming Thomas Garretts is also sharing, but who knows? And this guy has been a solo ad vendor for 7 years. Why is he in that group? Seriously, he is not making money from the profit machine. He's a solo ad vendor. So great. All of this business is now flooding to him at far higher prices than 43 cents a click. And now everybody's getting the same buyers' emails. This whole thing is so shady. I can't put it all into words, but damn, if anybody knows Glenn Fedorica and knows anything about this, I would love to hear from you. I could really use some help on this one, actually. So there is my review. No, I didn't take you through every little crook and cranny of what's all in that upsell and everything. It's all, you can go look at other reviews and get that, because it's all pretty standard stuff. It'll give you, the upsell will give you obviously the autoresponder stuff and the funnels and some extra training. And you'll get to know how to make 5-second faceless or 5-second voiceless videos. Yes, it's the bobblehead videos on TikTok. And then you can also sell Jonathan Montoya's other products, his high-ticket products. So that has some value. This does not. But even with all this, with both, the pyramid scheme, everything else, the sleazy traffic methods, the lack of training, I would just run screaming from this product. So, and in case you're wondering, that is my opinion. So I hope if you enjoyed this, if this has helped you at all, maybe you could just send me a cup of coffee. The donation link is at the top of the description and in the comments, and there is a super thanks button down below. You have a great evening or a great day. Darlene out.